Hello and welcome back to Inner Peace Place. I'm Karen, and the work in these videos is coming from a book I wrote named Inner Peace, the Soul Self Remembered. Today's lesson 21, and it's titled Healing the Body, or as you may want to say, Balancing the Body. The premise of all of this work is that when you make moment-to-moment decisions, you're either in the personality self, habits from the past, making a decision, influencing your decisions, or in the soul self, awareness, the higher self, making in the moment decisions. And what we're going for in this work is trying to figure out how to blend those two instead of having them in different camps. So we have a body, a physical form that most of the time brings us joy, flexibility, helps us communicate with the world around us. But when you are experiencing discomfort or dysfunction of the body, there are some things that we can do to try to influence the body in a more joyful way. We want to observe the part of the body that's not functioning as well as you want it to. So for instance, your shoulder. You can get still, take a deep breath, don't hyperventilate, just take a deep breath and relax, 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 relax. And sit with the shoulder pain or whatever it is you want to work on. Get to know it. What you want to do is feel around the shoulder area, become aware of it. So increase your awareness of the shoulder and the surrounding area. And take your awareness outside of the pain, so where the area that doesn't hurt, and then feel that. Just sit with it for a moment. And then go to the area of the shoulder that actually is painful. And sit with that for a few moments. And what you want to see is, can you identify a difference in the flow of energy between the painful area and the non-painful area? So our physical forms, all things are made of energy. So it stands the reason if you're experiencing pain, part of that pain, not all of it, but part of it can, or discomfort or dis-ease or dysfunction, could be an imbalance in the flow of energy through that area. So to balance that better, we're looking at how does my body feel here versus here? How is my awareness? Can I focus on what's going on here versus here? So that's where we're going with this. So the goal would be to say, all right, I'm observing the energy in the unpainful part of my body. And then I move to the painful part, and it doesn't feel the same. Feel as in my awareness is different from point A to point B. So that's what I want to compare. If you can identify that difference, what you want to do is imagine flow going through the pain area. So we're trying to increase the natural flow, the natural balance of your body in the area that isn't acting balanced or is out of balance. So by observing the area that doesn't hurt, sometimes when you look at the pained area, it'll be obvious to you. And that would be a blessing, because now you can imagine that same flow going into the pained area of your body. Now, if you're having trouble with that, that's okay. You may want to try this. Simply close your eyes and think of the pained area of your body. So in your mind's eye, just visualize your shoulder. And take light and direct it to the painful area. So you are closing your eyes, you can see your shoulder, the little curve of your shoulder, and maybe finding the area that is painful, and just kind of zoom in on an imaginary light that assists with the natural state of your body. The body likes balance, and for some reason it's out of balance in that area. So we're imagining flow of energy, make it as beautiful as you can. A kaleidoscope, all the different patterns. So when you look through a kaleidoscope and you see the different colors, or white, you can do anything. There's no wrong way to do this. You've got the flow going through your energy of your shoulder. Now, after you're able to do that step, the next step would be to expand that imaginary light, make it bigger, make it denser, maybe change it. And by doing that, you're actually hopefully connecting with the natural balance or the natural energies of your shoulder in this case, so that you can influence it to have a different type of flow. Now, when we are in pain, we tense up. It's just natural. You smash your finger and you're like, oh. And so your shoulder hurts, and so you've got extra tension in probably your neck and your back and your shoulder. So it is our nature, it is our natural knee-jerk reaction to withdraw flow from an injured part of our body. And that's what we're trying to shift. Now, surrounding it with love and light, expanding it, will help with the reduction in flow. It will help reduce the tension that you're holding, trying to protect it. And a lot of times you don't even realize you're doing it. It's not like you're walking around going, oh. Even after the injury's been there for a long time, it just becomes part of who you are, but you're maintaining some sort of tension in the surrounding parts of your body. So look for those parts that may be adjacent to the pain and send that kaleidoscope of energy to it. So there are professional ways to get this done as well. You can go to an acupuncturist, if I said that right, and their goal is to take the energy and increase it between point A and point B so that it flows through the area that is not functioning the way you want it to. Reiki is another energy form, energy work. There's Qigong. There's reflexology. All of these are working on the energy of your physical form and how it connects to the natural flow that your body already has. So this isn't really out there, too far anyway, that you can do this yourself. Now, my thought was, well, I did that and it feels better. I felt a shift. I felt a little bit of a change. That's pretty cool. Whoop, it came back. All that pain just came back. And I'm like, wait, what's this about? I did the work. I got my kaleidoscope of light, and now I expanded the energy around my shoulder in this case, and it was working, and then now it's all back to where it was before. And there's a reason for that, is that my personality, self, ego, habits, all of my makeup, my physical makeup, is prone to behaving in the way of protecting the damaged area of my body, or the part that's sore, or whatever it is. So in other words, I went back to the old energy. My thought, my body flowing energy tensed up again. You see? So by going back and visiting the kaleidoscope of energy and inviting it back to the shoulder and infusing your shoulder again, you may get a shift again. So what I'm trying to say with that is that we do have to go back and do it again and again so that our body has a new habit, another habit here, of not tensing up and not cutting off the flow to something just because it doesn't feel good. That's a habit we've had since we were children, and it's okay. But if you're choosing to look at the way your body is functioning as a whole and how it relates to the energy that's offered to us, then this might be something that you can play with. And some people actually, if they go to a professional for Reiki or reflexology or any of these things, you can actually be in a place for a very long time pain-free or pain-reduced, because there's more finesse going on with that type of work. The goal would be to get work done yourself or from someone else, and to maintain that state of flow in that area of the body. It's all choices that we make. Again, this is not easy to do because of these very strong habit of physical protection, cutting it off, being angry at it. You know, I'm so mad that my shoulder brings me such pain, and it's hard for me to do this and that and this, and then I'm got all this whirling around in my head, all this negative energy about my shoulder, instead of loving it and sending it light and sending it flow, sending it the kaleidoscope of light that allows it to start healing more fluidly anyway. I hope some of this resonated with you. It's always a joy to be with you, and I do hope that you can subscribe to the channel, like or push like, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.